MGTV, η ομογένεια κοντά σας.
Αυτή τη στιγμή είμαστε στο εστιατόριο Κελάρι, το οποίο είναι Midtown, πάρα πολύ ωραίο εστιατόριο, στο οποίο περιμένουμε να γίνει ένα πολύ σημαντικό event της ΑΧΕΠΑ. Είναι το Chapter Daughters of Penelope, που είναι το γυναικείο τμήμα της ΑΧΕΠΑ, σε ένα ξεχωριστό chapter, με σκοπό και αυτές να μπορούν να συμμετάσχουν στις δραστηριότητες και στην πρόθεση του ελληνοαμερικάνικου πνεύματος. MGTV, Ντένις Ερετάκος.
Hi, my name is Evryklea. I am the president of Manhattan chapter of Daughters of Penelope Evryklea, and we're here today at Kelari restaurant, and we're gonna be honor Contos.
And I'm the corresponding secretary of the Daughters of Penelope Manhattan chapter. And I just want to thank everybody for coming to our wonderful inaugural event that we're doing. And it's such a wonderful occasion to celebrate the International Women's Day and to celebrate our wonderful honoree, Carol Contos. So thank you everybody, and we hope to make that a yearly tradition, and we hope to see you here next year as well, and we hope to grow and expand and have new members. So welcome everybody. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Demi Thomas, Grand President of the Daughters of Penelope. And I'm so honored to be here to speak and to celebrate women on this wonderful International Day of Women, but also to celebrate Carol Contos, who's done so many things for our community and has excelled in her Hellenism and what we do. I'm proud to be a daughter of Penelope. We're 8,000 strong in not only the United States, but around the world. And we continue to grow to spread the Hellenism, philanthropy, civic responsibility, and all the things that we do as daughters. And the Evryklea chapter today has done a marvelous job with this beautiful luncheon. And I thank them for the honor to be here.
I'm the Grand Treasurer of the Daughters of Penelope and also the Grand Liaison Officer to District 6. Congratulations to our New York City chapter for this outstanding event honoring women, especially the day after International Women's Day. It is a very important accomplishment, and I wish Carol Contos and all of my sisters well today and always. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Penelope Evryklea, and I'm part of the Daughters of Penelope in the New York City chapter. And I just wanted to thank everyone for coming to our event today. It's a really amazing turnout.
My name is George Liakeas, and I am here to honor my mother-in-law, Carol Contos, who's being honored by the Daughters of Penelope. First of all, let me say the Daughters of Penelope is a wonderful organization, like the Order of Ahepa, promoting Hellenism and culture and Hellenic culture, education and diversity, I think is extremely important. The groups like these women that donate their time and their effort should be rewarded, and I think it's a wonderful event.
I was given the opportunity to actively participate in organizing this event. and feel so honored to be among members of this wonderful organization and among so many extraordinary and talented people who are Ellinas and Philellinas dedicated in contributing to our society and striving for better education, success, abundance, world balance, and much more. I would like to start our event by introducing the president of the Daughters of Penelope Evryklea, chapter number 36, Effie Studa.
Our biggest signature event is Woman of the Year. Our chapter decided to, in context for Independence Women Day, to have one big event every year to recognize and honor one outstanding woman of New York. This year we decided to honor Carol Contos. Carol, for her tireless effort for decades and her invaluable contributions to Hellenic American.
I would like to introduce now and welcome our honorable guest, Consul General of the Republic of Cyprus, Alexis Pedanos.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to thank Mrs. Evryklea for the kind invitation for me to attend this beautiful event, and to congratulate Mrs. Carol Contos for being awarded the Woman of the Year award. The whole AHEPA family is amazing, especially the women's division. The Daughters of Penelope is doing a fantastic job in promoting, among other things, gender equality. So thank you very much, and congratulations again to Carol Contos. Thank you.
She's our mentor, she's our teacher, she's a woman of great values. She's the person we all look up to. She's our great governor, Demi Thomas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, brothers, AHEPANs, daughters, sisters, and honored guests. Congratulations. From listening and talking to the people in the room tonight, I know that you have done amazing things, and it's women like you that we celebrate. International Women's Day is here to recognize what we have done around the world, and especially at our homes with women's, because each and every one of us know that without our mothers, we would not be here. I can't thank you enough for honoring me, to allow me to be here. I can't thank you to be in your presence for all the wonderful things that you have done. Thank you.
And I would like to introduce now one of a very skilled woman. And I'm saying skilled, highly skilled, because it takes a very skilled person to be the treasurer of this organization. Georgette Boulegueris, please.
Guest of honor honoree, Mrs. Contos, congratulations on this beautiful day. It's wonderful to see our sisters of District 6, in particular our New York sisters, for taking the time to organize an event that celebrates women, that celebrates their achievements, their generosity, their philanthropy, women, men, our ethnic community, so that we can achieve more and to strengthen the community all around us. So thank you all for spending the day.
I cannot say enough for this member of our community. Just the name says it all. It's Lou Katsas, the Vice Chairman of the AHEPA National, the Lieutenant Governor of the AHEPA District 6, and the President of the AHEPA Delphi Chapter 25. Please welcome Lou Katsas.
Thank you all for coming today. Our chapter, which was a smaller chapter, just like your chapter now, which is starting, is a smaller chapter, but it's growing. But our chapter right now, nationally and internationally, is the largest chapter in the world, and AHEPA right this second. And we did this through the dedication, obviously, of the people who are part of this chapter. And with the daughters, you will be the largest chapter in the United States. There's no doubt in my mind. Carol obviously is a powerful person within the Hellenic American community. Certainly, in terms of the cathedral, she's been there for a number of years, been in the Philoptochos, has done things behind the scenes that many people know nothing about. Her family was one of educators, if I'm not mistaken, Carol. Your father was a principal, as a matter of fact, I think in Zodokio Pigi in the Bronx, and also in St. Spiridon, if I'm not mistaken. Your mother was an educator also. You yourself were an educator. So we have someone here who's a very accomplished person. In addition to that, Carol funded actually on a yearly basis an event that was extremely culturally powerful. And that had to do with an event relating to Oichi Day that would happen every year at the cathedral, that we would have everyone from the Archbishop to the Council Generals come and listen to those presentations. I was honored a few years ago to have, in fact, been in one of those presentations, to make one of those presentations. I don't think there's anyone that deserves more this honor of being the first person to be honored by this particular group. Congratulations to you all.
Our next guest is Kleanthis Minimaroglu, the president of the Federation of Hellenic Societies.
I would like to thank you, the president of the Daughters of Penelope, Ms. Evryklea, for the invitation to be here with you today, and the board of directors of Daughters of Penelope, because today we honor Mrs. Carol Contos for her great achievement. I would like to thank you because you are a dynamic woman who raised your family in the Greek American values. Congratulations for that.
Our next guest is a sister to me and to all of us in the chapter, of this chapter. She has been my mentor, she has been my friend, she has had a great experience in education, and please welcome Jeannie Kouros, our treasurer.
I am really honored and humbled to be on this chapter and work with such talented, inspiring, and wonderful women as our chapter. I would like to thank our president, who is a great leader, who is there for us and who actually helps us with everything and guides us. Anna, who has been running around, whatever we tell her to do, she's always there. The whole board is wonderful. Carol, congratulations. You are the best.
Our next guest, Dr. George Liakeas, is a person who has dedicated his life to saving people, and he has provided so much to our community. He's the director of Lexington Medical Associates and Smith Synergy Cosmetical Spa. Please welcome.
But I am here as the son-in-law of Miss Carol Contos. And of course, it reminds me of the story.
That's his best title.
My best title, yes. It reminds me of the story of a couple that were driving cross-country, and they were in a fight, as many couples do. And they're driving cross-country, they're in a fight, and they don't say a word to each other for a few hours. They pass by a farm, and the husband says, "Oh, if the farm has cows and pigs and donkeys," and he says, "Oh, family of yours?" And the wife turns to him and says, "Yes, they're my in-laws." But as a son-in-law, you get to see a different sort of view, a view that grows, a view that's very different. And I'm proud to be up here. I am also up here because her son, George Contos, who is the CEO of a really wonderful non-for-profit organization, a very large non-for-profit organization for children with disabilities, he couldn't be here, and he's on a plane. And before he boarded, he said, "I am definitely not going to make it." I said, "Do you want me to say something?" He says, "What can you say about a woman who raised you like a prince, except that she is the most deserved queen, the apple of my eye, and the best mother a son could ask for. Mom, I love you, and you deserve this award. P.S. Lauren says, Sagaposisi." That's Lauren, is her granddaughter. What else can I say? I speak on behalf of everyone who knows Carol from my side of the story, my family, my mother, the people that don't know her for everything that she's done, but have come to know her and now have seen everything she's done. That I think the biggest compliment that I can say and I can give is that I just hope my children, my two daughters, become like Carol, our Cece. And I think that says it all.
Thank you, Dr. Leakeas. Our next guest is Brother Ted Klingos, Vice President of Strategic Steering at the AHEPA Delphi Chapter 25.
I know yesterday was International Women's Day. For me, and I think Lou said it, maybe someone else, I am from a family on both sides, overwhelmingly female-oriented. And I'm the better for it. So for me, every day is Women's Day. I start with my mother, as we all do. Nothing unique about it. But it's a very special designation because that's how we all get started. That's our basis. You know, yes, we go into school, we go into church, we go to the altar, but we always come home and our mother is there. So it's nice to have a special day. I guess Hallmark probably created this, but it's just a wonderful thing to celebrate every day. So, as with many people who've spoken before me, Carol, I congratulate you, but it's more than that. I think you are a well-deserved person of this honor. And for those of you who have worked with you closely, in many cases more closely than I, have benefited from that. So congratulations, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Nicole Leakeas, and she's the founder of Smooth Synergy Cosmetic and Spa. Please welcome our next guest.
Job into the mix. It's safe to say that she had a lot going on. Through it all, though, she maintained an optimistic outlook on life that translated into delicious hot meals on the table, a great relationship with her parents and her brother, my Uncle Jimmy, who's here, and an unwavering support for me and my brother. Truly, it's this giving spirit that shines through everything she does. And it's the reason she is so deserving of this award today. Congratulations, Mom.
Thank you so much, Nicole. And thanks so much, everybody, for these wonderful speeches. Our next guest is not a last guest, but a very important guest. Is James the Metro, and he's the manager of Hellenic Film Society of Venus.
Thank you very much for honoring my sister. In doing so, you honor our family as well. So I share Carol's honor today. Somehow I've been thinking of our parents connected to this award for Carol. They met in the 1930s. It was a romance, not a proxenio. And I must tell you something that I'm very proud of. In the late 1930s, there was a photographer on 8th Avenue, which was then very much a Greek neighborhood. And every couple of that time that I have visited over the years have a similar engagement picture, the same backdrop. And invariably, the man is sitting and the wife is standing, rather still. What I'm very proud of is that in my parents' engagement picture, both are same. And I think that was a sign of the kind of marriage that was to come. They were partners in life. Both were professionals. They helped one another. They took pride in one another's achievements. And that's the atmosphere in which Carol and I were raised. Through their example, they taught us something about the value of family and the importance of giving back to the community that sustains us. And Carol and I have both been trying to follow that example. And Carol has been far more successful at it than I. My life would be empty without her. I love her very much, and I thank you for recognizing the very special values she has. Thank you.
For everything you've done to our community, from our chapter, Evryklea. I know that this name means a lot for you, and everything has a reason. So this is for you.
Really so special for me. I could say one of the most special days of my life. The president, the committee, Jeannie Kudos, who's unbelievable. I have known her for many years. It's something that one doesn't really expect. I really was not expecting this kind of thing at all. It did start with my mother, however, just as some of you mentioned. My mother was a dynamo, a tireless dynamo. She never stopped, and she had a terrible amount of energy, and she was a believer in doing everything and getting it done right. She never said no to anything. That's where my genes come from, my DNA. Both my parents were educators, but my mother was a very special woman. I was raised believing a few very special things, and I've tried to base my life on those things. Now, whether I succeeded or not, I thank you for thinking I have succeeded, but I hope I have. I was taught kindness, I was taught respect, and I was taught do unto others. That's what it's all about. It's very simple. Kindness. Kindness is a little selfish, because when you're kind, you feel better too. You know, if you say a nice word to a friend, I like your hair, I like your dress, she smiles, she says thank you, you feel better. Be kind, it doesn't hurt. Respect. Respect is very important whether you're dealing with older people or younger people. I think respecting young people helped me very much in my career. That was my challenge and my job. I taught teenagers. Now we know teenagers can be monsters, but they're also human beings. They're human beings. And if you show them kindness and respect, what happens is they begin to trust you. And once they trust you, they learn from you. And that was why I think I was successful at the work I did at George Washington High School. Yes, I did handle, I was the counselor for the young pregnant girls. I taught Dominican students. And they do have their babies very, very young. I had girls who were 13 and 14 years old. We tried to keep them in school. The goal was to get them high school diplomas. I taught them parenting. I taught them English. I was their mother away from home. I tried to get babysitters to keep them in school. And I was successful in many, many cases. I'm very proud of that. A lot of girls out there are stronger because they do have their high school diploma and were able to go to college later on. I did have a program called SOAR. Those were boys from jail. They brought them to George Washington. Someone had to be their English teacher. But with love and kindness and respect for them as human beings, we managed to get them through high school. That's another thing that I'm very, very proud of. As far as my charity work, what can I say? My mother's lesson, do unto others. And I've always believed that I take it one step further. I do unto others as I want God to do back to me. I ask for blessings. We all do. God keep me well. God keep my children healthy. My granddaughters healthy. Well, you have to make a deal. If you're going to ask for favors, you have to pay back. And I've always believed that. You have to give back to your life, to your society, to your friends. That's the way it works. It's very simple. Before I sit down, I want to thank all my sisters from Philoptochos, my dear friends. I know most of these women over 40 years, and they came to honor me today. I'm so, so happy. I'm so grateful, and I appreciate the fact that they're here. I was blessed. I have a wonderful family, a wonderful brother, wonderful children. I had a wonderful husband who encouraged me and was proud of me. He never stifled me. He was one of these women live kind of guys. So I was lucky there. But, you know, it's just my life, and now you know all my secrets. I love you. Thank you very much.
I would like to congratulate her for this fabulous family she has. I would like to thank her for honoring us and being here with us to celebrate this special day for her. And I would like to thank everyone for being here with us this very important day.
Χαίρομαι που με τίμησαν σήμερα οι Daughters of Penelope. Ήταν μεγάλη τιμή για μένα. Δεν ξέρω αν το αξίζω ή δεν το αξίζω. Έτσι κρίνανε να μου δώσουν ένα ωραιότατο βραβείο, το οποίο δέχομαι με μεγάλη χαρά. Και ό,τι έχω κάνει στην κοινωνία το κάνω από καρδιά. Τώρα, καλό είναι ή κακό δεν ξέρω, μια φορά έτσι κάνω. Έτσι εργάζομαι εγώ. Ευχαριστώ.
And of course, I'm particularly proud of my mother, who is a big sponsor of this organization and all things Hellenic. Thank you for having us.
Ευχαριστώ για την πρόσκληση, να δώσω πολλά συγχαρητήρια στην Εύη που είναι ένα νέο κορίτσι και πρόεδρος αυτού του σημαντικού κεφαλαίου και στο ΧΕΠΑ στους αδερφούς. Νομίζω καταπληκτική δουλειά και μπράβο και στο τιμόμενο πρόσωπο σε κάθε μία από την ομάδα. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
We are very honored that all these people supported us. Support is the most important thing there is, and as a whole group, thank you very much, and please become a member of the Daughters to share their fun activities in the future.
Συγχαρητήρια σε όλους, σε όλη την ομάδα, στην Daughters of Penelope, στον κόσμο που ήρθε εδώ για να συγχαρεί και να κάνει honor την Carol Contos.
MGTV, thank you for always being here. Thank you, MGTV, for documenting our events. And without MGTV or groups like it, where would we be? Thank you.
MGTV USA. Οι δραστηριότητες της ελληνοαμερικανικής κοινότητας με βίντεο και πλήρες ρεπορτάζ. Επισκεφτείτε την ιστοσελίδα μας mgtvusa.com. Καλύπτουμε καθημερινά τα γεγονότα στην Ομογένεια.